Dimi?
Well, thank you, Vincent. Now, the call from many African nations for more partnerships with developed nations rather than aid as a way to move the continent forward is slowly gaining momentum. One such partnership is the Massachusetts South Africa Technology Fellowship Program, or MSAT, which just started in April. The U.S.-funded program brings emerging South African leaders in high-tech, information technology and life science to Boston for 5 weeks. South Africa partners collaborated with Bentley University in Boston for this program. The fellows share their ideas of what methods Americans can adopt while learning about American society and building strong networks with their peers. 6 fellows participated in the initial program and are in Washington for the final week, and we're pleased to have 2 of them in the studio with us. That's the first one is MSAT fellow Doug Sanyahumbi. He's the director of the Technology Transfer Office at the University of the Western Cape in Cape Town, and Mamatla Rantidi, who is a service engineering consultant with iLab, a software company in South Africa. Well, thank you so much to the both of you for joining us.
Thank you.
First, I should say congratulations on being picked for this very competitive course, from what I found out. Starting with you, Mamatla, how did you get selected?
We went through a very competitive process. We applied, we sent application forms. Then we went through an interview. Bentley University director, actually he's the director of the program, and Carol, who is the education program officer at South Africa. Yes,
interviews.
A certain criteria. They were looking for upcoming emerging leaders in the space of high-tech and information technology.
Okay. Now, Doug, coming to you, what has your experience been during your time in Boston? I know all of you had to go to different companies in your field of expertise. What did you learn?
So, I was based at Boston University's Office for Technology Transfer. Excellent experience. Got immersed in their processes and activities and learned that our challenges are similar, and learned that the way we address those challenges, we learn from them, they learn from some of our experiences as well.
Okay, so it's very effective. Did you see that it taught you something new, Mamatla, and you saw how you could maybe infuse some of your knowledge into some of the programs that you encountered in the company you
yes, most definitely, because in my space, we focus mainly on software quality assurance, and if you look in the American market, they focus more on the engineering space. So it was a two-way exchange whereby I've helped, especially with the automation side of processing, whatever they are engineering, and also I also learned about their technical or their processes in terms of engineering. So it was mainly a two-way exchange, and over and above the technical processes or the best practices around IT itself, I also learned about the entrepreneurial skills that they have built in the information technology sector.
Doug, what would you take back to South Africa, and what do you think, or where do you think really South Africa compares?
So I think from a technology perspective, our market is too small, but we can expand and internationalize into the American markets. They're very open. I think that's an important lesson for us, that there are ways. I think the key to that was the networking. So the networks for me have been a strong take-home lesson. They will definitely, or in the sense of actually saying if we need to bring a technology to the US, what are we actually up against? But both from a regulatory and from a competition perspective. And I think we do have technologies in South Africa that have sufficient either distinction or characteristics that make them very competitive in the US market as well. So it's those networks really that I can leverage to try and get technologies commercialized internationally.
Mamatla, we know that this program is a two-way street. So in July, there'll be a bunch of American fellows who will be coming to South Africa. What do you see, say you specifically with iLab, showing them and what they can integrate into the American system?
Oh, okay. I think I visited quite a lot of companies in the Boston area, especially in the mobile space. The testing around it is a challenge. We haven't started implementing that area. And like now, us having the expertise in software quality assurance and testing, which is currently a challenge in their development processes and testing their mobile apps, I think they're going to take a lot in that space in terms of improving the quality of software applications that they put in these app stores. So
we don't have much time left, but Doug, my final question to you is, this kind of program, like the MSAT program, trying to really bring about more partnerships, collaboration rather than aid, do you see is going to be effective over the long term, really trying to get Africa to where it's trying to go technologically?
Very much so, and I think the real value in this type of partnership is it's a two-way street. As it's not Africa reaching out, it's Africa giving and receiving. And I think as long as the partnership is a win-win situation, and which this partnership has turned out to be, it will definitely succeed.
Mamatla, you feel very good about your experience and how it can really be a bigger solution for Africa?
Most definitely, because even in South Africa, like the challenges that they face here, there is an opportunity for us to develop some application which we can actually bring into the American market for them to use. So there is opportunities.
Yeah. Excellent. Well, thank you so much to the two of you for finding some time to come and join us on Africa 54. Of course, there's Dave Sanyahumbi and Mwakalyelye Rantidi joining us on Africa 54.